Welcome to the math class once again. We are going to do division chapter. Yesterday we have done introduction about division. Today we are going to do properties and mental math based on the properties of division. So let's begin. Before we start, let's recall few things we have learned yesterday. What is division? We have seen that yesterday that division is equal grouping. Division is also equal sharing. Division is repeated subtraction and division is reverse process of multiplication. We can write every division statement in the form of multiplication statement. So these all things we have done already in the previous video. Let's do properties of division today. The first property is if we divide any number by 1, the result, which we call the quotient, is always the same number. Let's see the example for that. If I divide 52 by 1, I get the same number 52. If I take any other number 314 and I divide it by 1, I get again the same number 314. Next property of division is any number divided by itself always gives 1 as the quotient. Means if I divide a number by itself, example 74 I divide by 74, I get answer as 1. 240 divided by 240, again answer will be 1. So if I divide any number by itself, I get answer as 1. Let's see another property, dividing 0 by any number, and the answer will always be 0. If I divide 0 by any number, suppose I divide it by 69, I get 0. I divide it by 172, I get 0. Next property of division is we cannot divide by 0. If I divide any number by 0, that is having no meaning. So we say not defined. So if I divide 14 by 0, it is not defined. If I divide any number 85 by 0, it is not defined. Next property of division is every multiplication fact has a corresponding division fact. Let's see how it is. Taking an example, if I say 5 multiplied by 6, 30, right? Here we have 5, 6 and 30, which is the greater number. If I multiply two small number, I always get a bigger number. Now this 30 is the greater among all. Now if I divide 30 by any of the number 5 or 6, I'll get the third one. So this is the division fact. If the total is 30, I divide it into 3 group of 5, 5, 5, I'll get 6 group. If I make 6, 6, 6 group, then I'll get 5 total number of groups. So means 30 is the total. I divide it by 5, I'll get 6. If I divide by 6, I get 5. Now let's learn division by 10, 100, 1000. We don't have to do wrong division for them. It's very simple. Now 10, 100, 1000 or any number that is a multiple of that is having 10. We just count the number of zeros and find the quotient and the remainder. Let's see with the question. If I divide 13 by 10, how many number of zeros we have here? We have 1 0 here. So from the right, I'll take one digit. This will be the remainder and rest will be the quotient. So we have 1 as quotient and 3 as remainder. Let's see the next one. Here we have how many zeros? We have 2 zeros, right? So from the right, I'll take 2 digits. This is the remainder. So 47 is the remainder, rest what is left, that is 2, it will be the quotient. So remainder we find out by counting the number of zeros. Similarly, let's see this one. We have number of zeros in 1003. So we'll take 1, 2, 3 digits from the right side. That is 647 is the remainder. Rest what is left is 5 is the quotient. Now here we have 2 zeros in hundreds. We take out 2 zeros from here. So 0 is the remainder and what is left 38 is the quotient. So it's very easy to divide by 10, 100 or 1000. So these were the properties of division. Now based on these properties we are going to solve few mental math questions from the book. You'll open page number 58 of your maths book, exercise 4A. We'll be doing the questions on this page. You have to write the division fact for the given multiplication fact. Now the number given is 2 multiplied by 3 is equal to 6. We have to write the corresponding division fact. The greatest two small number multiplied, we get the greater number. Now we divide the greater number with any one of them and we get the third one. So this is the way we will be writing the division fact. So first division fact will be 6 divided by 3 will give you 2 and then 6 divided by 2 will give you 3. Now can you do this yourself? 4 multiplied by 2 is 8. 8 is the greatest number. We divide 8 by 2 first, we get 4. Then we divide 8 by 4, we get 2. So this is the division fact for the corresponding multiplication fact given to us. Here 24 is the product. We divide 24 by 6, we get 4 and we divide 24 by 4, we get 6. 35 the product, we divide by 1, we divide by 5, we get 7. Now we divide by 7, we get 5. So it's easy to write the division fact when the multiplication fact is given. Let's use the properties we have learned to complete these blanks. A number divided by itself, 18 divided by 18 will give the answer as, right, it's 1. 67 divided by which number will give you the same number? 67. That is also 1. Which number we divide by any number and we get 0? You remember the property we read? 0 divided by any number will give you 0 as result. So it will be 0 here. Now we have to divide 70 by 10, 1 0, we take away 1 0, that is the remainder. So what is the quotient left? We have only 7, the quotient that is left. So 7 will be the answer. Now let's open page number 65 of the book. Let's do the mental maths from here. We will not do simplification DMaths here. So you can put a cross on this part. We will do only mental maths from here. Now we have learned division is what sharing? Yes, sharing in equal. So it is equal sharing. So division is equal sharing. We also learned division is what? Subtraction. Right, it is repeated subtraction. Now to get the dividend, what we do? We multiply the divisor with the quotient and then we add remainder to it. So we get the dividend. On dividing any number by what? The result is always the same number. Any number divided by what will give you the same answer. So that's 1. When any number is divided by what? We always get dash as the result. Any number divided by itself. If I divide a number by itself, the answer will always be 1. Now let's see this one. 121 equally divided into 100 equal parts. That means we are dividing 121 by 100 and the answer will be, it will be 11. You can divide and find out. For simplification, we use DMAS. We have already studied when we were doing multiplication. Here A stands for addition, right? Just like addition is the opposite of subtraction, the opposite of division is, we have done, for every division we have the multiplication fact, so it is an opposite of multiplication. So these parts you will be solving in your book itself. Okay, so that was all about division, properties of division and solving them, the mental maths related to the division. Thank you student. Have a nice day.